we go!
Yay, we're back.
It's time to go on a horrible adventure.
So,
Hooray.
folks,
Isn't it every week?
top 3 murder servitors.
Cram it all in the shuttle.
Or 4? Wait, is it 4?
Four murder servitors.
4 us in a shuttle.
Okay.
And this is, once again, I guess, we prepared as much as we can on the hull and stuff, so that the hull has hull integrity.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll update your ship when we get back to the other map. But, yeah, we'll put you on, Pasmus for now.
Pasmus.
Okay, so how many murder servitors did you say?
4.
That's
We're
4.
cramming as many as we can.
Well, they're not that big. There we go.
Well, we assume they're person-sized, and so if the
Yes.
shuttle's 10 people and there's 6 of us.
Yeah, no, I put one on the map and I was on the background layer instead of the token layer, so it made it huge.
You know what? If we have a mega murder servitor that's like the size of Godzilla, we'll take that.
No.
We have a dreadnought.
Look at him, so fancy.
Very fancy.
Okay, your murder servitors right there. All of you. You taking Frederick?
Yeah, no, Frederick's always with me.
Frederick always comes, because I can throw him at something.
True, you can. Okay, so we want to be as sneaky as possible, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking a tarp. Here's your tarp. Nice big one.
Well,
Some cabling to tie it to.
Yeah.
That is a massive tarp.
Well,
Yeah.
I have no idea what the size of the parts
it's
we're gonna need are.
space size.
And
there's
it's a low
little-
gravity,
little
too.
smaller tarp. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
big.
is.
It's fine.
Leave it big. Okay.
Yeah, leave it big.
Big tarp. Yep.
Yeah, all 4 murder servitors, one on each end. On each corner. Brilliant.
Or we just tie it up like a big Santa Claus sack.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
bindle.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Low gravity bindle.
Space hobos.
We're doing it. We're making it happen. Okay, so I guess we go.
Yeah, I guess we
Okay.
do.
Let's
Okay.
find a pyramid.
I assume, who's the sneaky people here?
The murder servitors, me and Frederick, I think, can do it. Vendigroth might be able
He
to.
can, but he's garbage at it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I remember last time.
So I'm guessing it's Anadar that sneaks first, and I'm the guy with the Murder servitors, so I guess I'm telling them what to do, the things that they need to do.
Well,
Unless
we're
the attack
leaving
priest
them
can command
unactive for
attack.
now.
Yeah, they're, but yes. Right.
And when we turn them on, they will basically run bodyguard duty.
Kill everything that's not us.
Well, that's one way of bodyguarding.
It's an effective way of bodyguard.
I'm sneaking along and like the sand's moving under my feet and I'm going. Ugh!
Can I see any sort of like activity?
Here in front of the pyramid? No. No, it's pretty calm.
Wait, does
Any-
Icarus?
Like weapon emplacements or?
Weapon emplacements? No,
Mhm.
nothing
Don't
like
you-
that.
Okay.
Don't you have a sneaking thing?
no
I
obelisks
do.
or anything?
I have a
You don't
concealment
see an
thing.
obelisk.
Yeah, he's got the camellia lion cloak, right?
I don't think I actually have conceal.
Yeah, I do though.
You want the cloak?
Yeah, I'll wear your stupid stinky cloak that smells like you, and I'm gonna definitely not try and get it caught on as many things and ruin it as I can.
You ruin it, and there will be
What?
trouble.
This isn't a monolith.
Hide Frederick under the cloak and bring him with you, because he might be useful.
Yeah, I'll carry him.
Do you have like a Merrick? Do you have like a vid feed to Frederick or something so we can? Because
Not a
I assume that
direct
you're
feed,
better at
but-
finding xenotech than Anodar is.
That's a very advanced.
Oh, I also
I can't get it like a direct feed, but I can communicate with him and get information from him.
Ethan. I've got some light armor that gives you +10 to conceal and silent move. If you want to wear that when you're sneaking in.
Yeah, the synth skin. No, I'm not gonna wear that because
You guys,
I want to be
keep
tough.
prepping. I need to fix a
I want to
thing
be
with
tough and
third
it's weak,
spec. I'll
and
be right
also
back.
it's human shaped, and I'm not human shaped, and it'd be weird and baggy, and in some
Okay.
places.
but not in others. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
So yeah, so I'll wear the cloak,
Really big
which...
Plus
what is
20 to concealment, I believe it is.
that? Okay, well I'm shitty at that anyway. But that's fine.
You don't need to be concealed if they can't hear you. It's not true at all.
Okay, so... I've got this shitty cloak on that if I stand still I'm far away. And plus 20 for sneaking, which I think makes me just regular at sneaking.
Okay.
And then... And I'm holding Frederick, so he doesn't have to make loads of weird noises, and I'm using him like a camera. And I guess I'm going in with the murder servitors.
Okay.
Do we
So you're
wanna-
going in first?
Do we want to activate the murder servitors? Because, like, they're basically just going to start killing things as soon as they see them.
Okay, I guess I'll go in first by myself then.
Yeah.
Scout it out.
I mean, if shit hits the fan, you just... You
I
know,
am really
bop-
fast.
Just shake Frederick a bunch and I'll know what's going on.
I think Frederick will see what's going
I
on.
assume you can see his feed.
Well, like I said, I don't have, like, a video feed, but yes, I can communicate with Frederick. Unless there's jamming going on.
I would like to be able to see what's going on inside, so I can
I'm going
like,
to turn
help
on
out.
Fog of War, and
Well,
then I'm gonna.
Next time we get acquisitions, if I can get
Reveal.
a machine interface, I can basically sense things as Frederick.
What is making that weird noise?
That's Frederick. Don't worry about him.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry about it. It's good.
Well, write it down on the list of things we need to buy.
Alongside with better guns.
A GoPro
Yep.
from the Dark Age of technology.
No,
Frederick,
seriously,
stop.
what is that?
I don't know.
Yes, something.
don't actually know.
Something making some interference noise.
cKnoor said he had to fix something. Maybe
Well, he said it was Thursday. So unless
Oh, I
Thursday has
don't
become
know.
cybernetically enhanced.
Thursday's making weird electronic noises.
Weirder things have happened.
Possible. All right. So
Yeah.
Ethan, you're going in by yourself. Well, with Frederick.
Yep, slowly, carefully looking out for traps. I don't want like arrows to shoot out of the wall or anything at me.
Big techno boulder.
Big techno
Okay.
boulder.
Techno boulder.
How's the sneaking party going?
Ethan's just
Ethan
about
is
to go
about to
inside.
begin operation.
All right. Go
What do
ahead.
you
Take
call
a
the
step
operation?
inside.
Canadar, you better sneak real good.
Well, I wasn't before I went in. Okay, I'm going in slowly but surely, quietly, as sneaky as a spooky thing that goes bump in the night can.
Go ahead and roll. Oh, 2 degrees of failure. I didn't
Yeah,
even see.
like I fucked it up when I went when I was like, okay, yeah. So I'm like falling over the sand and going, ugh!
Yes, you make a big noise
Big
outside the
noise.
temple.
So it's
Well,
okay.
he's
Like,
outside the. He only has one fate point, so he should save
Yeah.
that for.
Yeah, I mean, you're out
When
here.
he's
You
in
fall
the
over, you trip on the stairs, you make all kind of noise.
it's just sand. It's difficult. Have you ever tried to sneak on sand? I heard there's
Frederick
sand that
buzzes
squeaks
at
when
you.
you walk on it. It's a little
Did our
video
captain
game
just
before
run
you.
back onto the ship?
No, that's Icarus. He's the coward.
That's,
Remember
that's Icarus.
Oh,
Yeah,
which one's the captain?
the top one.
Oh. Thank you.
noise up there. Yeah.
Can't you tell from his beautiful face?
And his name's Captain John. Okay, yeah, I'm going in.
Okay, you go inside. Inside the temple, the walls are all a strange sort of black stone. There's a door in there that you go through, and you start sort of winding down this bit of a staircase. As you're going down, you notice there's just like 1 or 2 of those little scarabs on the edges of the area. Are you going like down by yourself, or are you gonna
I think
wake
we're.
someone else up?
I think aren't we
wait
following
for everyone
behind
else?
him?
Well, we're gonna wait for the AOK, and then we will.
Yeah, of course. But I mean.
Okay,
you
yeah.
know,
On the Vox, I whispered like there's a couple of scarabs, but like do the scarabs care about me, or are they just going about their business?
They're not. Yeah, they're not doing anything right now.
Okay, yeah. So far, just me is fine. There's some scarabs, but they're not doing anything. I'm happy to keep on going by myself a little bit.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah. You're on a winding staircase. It's pretty big and it leads down into this temple. Merrick, as he's going down, you're starting to lose this feed from Frederick here. It's not going to go through whatever this stone and stuff is that's making this temple very much further.
Anadar, too much further, and I'm going to lose contact.
Okay.
So, Anadar, you head a bit more into the temple then. You get down to the bottom of the stairs and through another doorway there, and it opens up into a large chamber with some big sort of, big tube-like machinery on the walls. There's a area that looks like it's got a big control panel and possibly like a big viewing window on it, sort of, but it's all dusted over from whatever centuries this has been here. You can't really see through it very well. It's pretty dark in here too. You've lost Vox contact at this point. There's scarabs sort of scuttling around all over the place in here. They're definitely a lot more than when you were just walking down, but they haven't really taken a notice of you yet.
He's got dark sight, so the
Yeah,
darkness
like-
doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I'm fine for seeing.
Yeah. This big window thing is dusty, but you can't see through it. But there's just all sorts of machinery. You're not really sure what it is.
Okay, but like that's just weird machinery in this room.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know tech. I could know tech, but I don't know tech. I guess I go back until I get Vox contact on the thing. Like I just go up a few steps.
Yeah. You go up, third of the way up the stairs from where you are right now, and you get Vox contact again. Frederick gets a signal.
Okay, I explain. There's like a control panel with a view screen. There's loads of weird machinery. There's a lot of scarabs in, opens up to there's a lot of scarabs there, but they seem to be ignoring me. So.
Well, Captain, I can't do much without a closer look.
Well, I mean, the plan has always been to go down and get the tech. So if Anadar has already found tech, we should go down there and scout the situation. Do we have a way to deal with, scarabs aren't threatening, right? They just rebuild stuff, as far as we
But
know.
they can be threatening. Like, if they decide we're hostile, they will attack us.
Do we have a
They
deal?
can
Do we
disassemble.
have a way to deal with them?
Guns.
Shoot them.
Okay.
I
How
think
many are down there?
a lot.
I'm just assuming we've talked about this before, so...
Yeah, so there, Ethan, there's not a lot on the floor down here where you were walking, but crawling over the machinery and stuff. There's a bunch on this control panel thing here. They're all over the machines and stuff like that. But you haven't really touched any of that yet, and they're not on the floor. You haven't stepped on any. You haven't really interacted with any of them.
So they mostly seem to be doing about maintenance things.
Yep.
Like I think in terms of attacking us, they're capable of taking apart machinery.
Mm-hmm.
So they can at least do that to us. Like they can try and
Basically,
load
what they
us.
would do is they would swarm over you and then just disintegrate little pieces of you,
Yeah.
at a time. So imagine just being eaten by a bunch of flesh-eating bugs. Like scarab beetles, literally.
But okay.
Because I'm just thinking that if we start taking tech from here...
It's gonna
either
piss
they-
them off.
Yeah, exactly. So how do we deal with that?
No, where's
We have to
Icarus?
shoot.
Oh, there's
Like,
Icarus.
we were never going to get out of here without some shooting.
Okay. Who do I want to bring down with me? Marek's probably best at actually looking at the machinery.
Yeah.
So I guess Marek.
Andy Roth? For some shooting if we need it.
I think you could just all run down at that point.
Yeah, I don't think we need to
But
string
I mean,
this
we
out.
have the murder servitors to shoot too.
Yeah.
They can shoot
So
things.
so
That's
Well,
why they're here.
they're, like I said, they're not on yet, because then they would be indiscriminately murdering,
Yeah,
as is their
so-
wand.
Marek, this way, down. You first.
Activate stealth protocols. Hey, that's a lot better than I expected. Clank, 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 clank.
Rolls down the stairs on his
Yeah,
tank treads.
other than the sound of your tank treads rolling down the stairs, there's not a lot of extra noise you're making.
I sound really quiet compared to him, though.
You do. That's true.
Yeah, well, don't worry. All my noise will cover any noise you make.
It's just
So
you
you're
two going
basically
down.
not there.
Yeah, just us two for now, knowing the escalation clause.
How do you do with darkness?
I have dark sense as well because of my optical megadendrite.
Yep. Okay. I figured you probably did. So yeah, you guys get down the stairs. Merrick, you can go ahead and roll tech use, see if you can figure out what any of this stuff is. But yeah, there's scarabs all over the tubes and stuff on the wall. There's this big control panel here. There's a big sort of dusty window here. But go ahead and roll tech
I
use.
still had salivary glands. Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I'll if you get out of this, I'll make you a drug that recreates the effect.
Nope, Kim Guild. I am drug resistant.
Damn. 5 degrees of success. Nice. So this stuff is all sorts of electronics which is providing power to this control panel over here. It looks like it's some sort of, sensor array and some small controls for opening up different parts of this temple. It seems like, it's currently activated, but in sort of a low power mode. It's barely just sort of sensing around the outside of the temple, seeing what's going on around it,
Mm-hmm.
Getting a general read of its surroundings.
Okay.
And if you wanted to, you could strip out some the power couplers and things in this stuff over here, and it'd definitely be useful on the ship.
Yeah, I would like to. What was it on the south side here?
Oh, this stuff.
Yeah.
This is part of the sensor array in here. These are more of the power couplers. They're just bigger ones. Over here, there's a way to get through to another room. It looks like. You're guessing this probably controls access to the rest of the temples as well as the sensors and whatnot.
We could try sabotaging the sensor array. That might buy us some time.
Here's the
Or
way.
it might piss everything off.
Here's my thinking on it. If we start taking this stuff apart, then all we're going to get is the stuff that we take apart.
Right.
Whereas if we hold off and investigate a little further, we might find something cooler and better that we want. But also, we might overstep the mark and then not get anything. So that's our risk-reward on this one.
I agree that we should continue further in before we take any action.
I think it's Merrick's call too, because he knows
what's needed on the
we
ship.
need. Yeah.
So, Merrick, you're looking for 3 things here. Number one, you're looking for some general parts to fix up all kind of little small stuff in the ship.
Conduits and wires.
I mean, stuff like this, yeah, it's a good start for stuff like that. You're gonna need a lot more than you could just grab out of this room, but it's a great start. Second, you need something to fix up your engines. Like your regular engines aren't having consistent power. Something's broken in them. You need a better way to fix that. And then third, your warp engines need something. You're not going to be able to cross over safely into the warp the way they currently are.
Right.
I mean, you already fed the warp engine your legs. What more does it need?
Yeah. To be fair, yeah. Maybe that's the problem. It's got his legs
It's
now.
got his legs now.
Mm.
Okay, if
So we need to move. We need to move on.
Yeah, so are we going to be just us, or are we going to call in the others? Because
I mean, at this point, we should probably call in the others because
We'll need light because it's too dark in there.
I have a flashlight on my optical megadendrite.
Are we going to want to shine light with the scarabs around?
Probably not, but you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
actually, doesn't IB's helmet?
I don't think it does.
Do you not have the?
I just have the perception.
I mean,
bit.
unless you guys want to hold hands.
I mean, you guys have some basic flashlights in the shuttle.
Yeah, and I
if you
mean,
wanna grab
there's
something.
no point in us being down there if we can't see anything. If we're there to scout.
Well, Holt can see.
Yeah.
I can see. Merrick can see. Depending on what IB has, he might be able to see.
Cannot.
Can Vinder not see?
I would need a flashlight. I don't have.
Doesn't have anything. And the captain doesn't have anything, right?
No.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I guess Merrick, Anadar, Frederick, Holt, and then Holt can do brain communication.
Yeah, Hulk can
Yeah.
brain communicate. That'll work.
So he can say, turn on the murder servitors, we're running back.
Yeah.
Let
Yep.
me find the range on that. Because that'll be important for us all to know. For just basic thought sending, it has a range of 30 meters. So everybody would need to be with me.
We did the thing with the ghosts, where you
Yeah,
did the
like-
image transmission. Could we do that so that the other
Yeah,
guys
like
could
a-
see, and then we wouldn't have to split the party?
Do we
I'd
think the
be able to do
Scarabs
that.
would be able to send psycho stuff?
Can
Who even knows?
Can you do that like consistently, Scoozle? Just over like
yeah,
while they're
it's a sustained thing.
down? Okay, cool.
So I can send black and white images with a
Yeah,
dreamlike
okay.
quality.
Right. Okay. So it's at minimum, it's enough not for them to just bump their knees on everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess everybody could come down. We can have a party. Would we have these murder servitors on? Would we have them on, sitting
No.
up here to protect, or would we have them off and then?
I do
We can
not
yell.
like leaving them alone because if a Scarab finds them, they'll start disassembling
yeah.
them.
The way they are now, if you turn them on, they're gonna start hunting for anything
Things,
to kill.
yeah.
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 You know, they're not. They don't like sit in one place.
Yeah. So they're off regardless.
That's like they are the backup plan. They
Mhm.
are plan B.
Can we turn them
The-
on by remote as we run up the stairs? When eventually the signal is there.
Grunty could do that with tech use test. Yeah.
Okay. Just as long as we can turn them on before we've got to get out here and do it and
Mhm.
get murdered. Okay, yeah. So I guess we're going on an adventure.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone into the temple.
Are
I
we
guess
are we
so.
leaving somebody to protect?
No. I mean,
Sure.
what? Are you seriously suggesting that one of us should just stay upstairs to look at 4 murder servitors?
Do you want a Scarab finding them and then?
That's
like
a
a
risk
Scarab-
we're gonna have to take.
like a
Like the
Scarab's
Scarabs
gonna
could also
take-
find our shuttle.
Yeah, I could find our shot and take it apart. Like,
That seems like a really bad thing that might happen.
Okay, so what's
okay,
it?
so what's your
it-
plan? One person sit up here and defend the ship and the from all the Scarabs. Like we did. Like the only way we can protect the
Yes.
ship from Scarabs is turn the murder servitors on and tell them to, like, stay within 10 meters of the shuttle and hope that they listen.
You could.
I mean,
Go
I
back
can.
and
I
get an
could
NPC
go back
pilot.
and program that.
No, an NPC pilot wouldn't fit in the shuttle.
No, we do the cabbage, goat, fox problem, where everybody else stays and one person just goes back and gets some NPCs, and then they have to come back with the murder servitors later.
Or we could call them to drop some people off with the second shuttle. Like,
Yeah, with the second shuttle, like some people could come get dropped off and then they could fly back.
Or we could just not do that and just go into the thing and like.
Well, we can just call them up and say, bring over a team of
Yeah,
people.
fine. Like I feel like it's a non-issue.
Well, I'd rather not get out here and then our ship's been taken up.
No, I
Right?
totally agree. I feel like it's a non-issue for actually role-playing. Like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have to spend this much time.
No, that's
on
what I'm
it.
saying. We've
Yeah,
just
no,
Yeah.
we've
say
done
that
it,
we
and
do
we're
that.
gonna go be in the temple while they
Yeah,
come and
exactly.
arrive. Like, it happens. We've done it. Like, we don't have to do anything.
Good.
We just
Yeah.
we just call somebody up and say, hey, Herb, bring over like 4 people or whatever to our
To
position,
watch the shuttle. Yeah.
and then
okay.
fly back and get on with
Yeah,
business.
That's no problem.
Okay, let's everybody get in the goddamn temple. We're gonna tomb raid.
only Laura Croft because we're Tomb Raid.
Warhammer Tomb Raiding.
Okay, so we're seeing shit in black and white now. Is that what's going on?
Black
Yeah.
and white with a dreamlike quality.
Yep.
I
They're
assume
all
we
in a
get
drain
grey
right
as well.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
All you guys move in here. Yep, there you go.
Oh, and Megan, we'll have them bring one of the engine seers in case, like,
An engine seer.
yeah,
Sure.
one of my guys in case they need some tech bullshit done.
Okay.
And their instructions are do whatever it takes to not
Make
get-
sure the ship isn't blown up.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah, no problem. All right, so you guys are all in this room here right now with scarabs running all over the equipment and this big control panel and dusty window and another door out of it, but gotta find a way to open it.
Is the door properly sealed, or is there is it kind of cracked a little bit? Like, is
No,
can it
no,
basically?
It's properly sealed.
Okay, so we gotta open it.
Are there any
Like all
big
this-
buttons that say "Open Sesame" on the control panel?
There are not.
No, it's all in Egyptian. So there's just hieroglyphs. There's like a heron, some reeds.
So I always eye it for us.
It's always the Horus. I hate
Alright.
that guy, by the way.
Yeah, that's maybe something not to invoke at this point. Considering.
It's always the Horus.
Let's see. What would I use to try to open the door? Tech use, Xeno, Forbidden Lore, security.
You use tech use. If you succeed on Forbidden Lore, Xenos or Xenotech, then you can get a bonus to your tech use. Right now, you're at a negative tech use because it's
Yeah.
alien
Would
technology.
use Xeno first.
Didn't I help?
Okay, so you just can make a regular tech use test now.
Yeah, you can assist with tech use.
Sure, what do I do?
And
you-
Xenos.
Yeah, you do that tech use real good, Merrick.
How do I help?
You just give me a plus
yeah.
10.
It's
Okay.
just a plus 10.
So Merrick can get like plus 20 to Forbidden Law Xenos, I guess.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah,
That's pretty
he's got
sick.
I
full
opened the
access to the
12
entire
degrees
system.
of success. Yes, you open this door over here.
Could you
it
also
leads
bring
to
up
a-
a map?
There's not a thing for a map here. This door opens into a small staircase leading around this
Do a giant
way.
circle.
Yes, to a giant circle. Actually, it opens into a massive chamber that you're guessing was on the other side of this window over here. That I mean, this thing is a few hundred feet tall from floor to ceiling. It's huge as you're looking at this, and the walls are completely lined with these sort of big tubes that are completely closed. Merrick, you want to make a tech use or Forbidden Lore Xenos, either way?
Yeah, I can do both of those things.
I
We'll
feel
do-
like we're pretty. We can assume.
tech use, so I'm getting... How many assists can you get? Is
2.
there a limit? Two?
Two.
So he's
Alright,
getting
so-
plus 20 on Forbidden Law Xenos, so I think
And then plus... Well, I also... Well, if I do tech use, I can get help from Icarus and Frederick. And then plus 10 from Captain telling me
Okay.
to do good.
okay.
They're further away.
4
so it's harder
degrees of
to look at.
success. Yeah, there you go. No, that's plenty. So, there is, tubes upon tubes full of what you're assuming are necrons all along the wall. These are all stasis tubes, and they're connected to at least for this room that you're in, they're connected to a central power source that's in the center of the room. That's stupid.
Conveniently shaped like
recommend
a
we-
golden idol on a pedestal.
No.
Could we weld all the stasis tubes shut?
That would probably take a while.
But you're real
There-
good at
there's-
it.
there's a giant, there's this big thing in the room that's in the middle of the room that's powering all of these. It's pretty much holding the stasis field in place. Guessing that there's necrons in all of these, but that thing in the middle of the room is pretty juicy. That's providing a shit ton of power.
But wouldn't if we
Yes.
disconnect the
Yes,
stasis fields,
it
one
would.
can assume they would wake up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might be a similar case to the freeze pops we had, though, where having the power suddenly cut makes them wake up not so good. Right, because they wouldn't go through the full protocol and procedure of waking up from the states, but suddenly their pod just turns off and they're like, buh?
Yeah, it may still take time for them to regain full functionality, but disconnecting this power source is going to cause something bad to happen.
And
I don't think we can get it out.
You can't
anyways,
fit it
right?
through the door, so...
Well, but if there may be components of it that we could scavenge.
Yeah, maybe it's powered by a hamster on a wheel that's easy to move.
Well, maybe you should juice it up and see what you can figure out.
Just a little investigation. Okay, well, we should get in the room then.
Ah!
It's moving!
It's because there are so many
Earthquake.
tokens. It's gonna fuck the thing up.
No, these are background things. They're not.
Oh,
tokens. It
okay.
should be
Never
fine.
mind then.
This is when we enter horde mode. We start off with just 1, and then 2, and then 4, and then 8, and then 16.
And there's
and,
lots of scarabs in here as well.
Yes, there are scarabs in here. You guys have been
many?
taking care not to step on them. There's lots of them. They're all over the place. They're crawling mainly on all the electronic things. They seem to be just, sort of checking, making sure everything's in order, making sure nothing's broken.
Crawling all over Merrick.
crush
Probably.
beneath his mighty treads. Get in the friggin' room, idiots! Icarus, up front, you got the good gun.
I'm wondering.
I guess I need to be like the middle of everybody.
Okay, what are you doing?
With utmost caution. I guess I'm gonna investigate this power source, like, specifically. I want to.
Well, I don't think you'll find it, but if we were able to identify some part that could result in a critical failure, that might be good.
We blow
or
it up.
like,
No,
well,
I'm
we
saying
don't want to destroy it. I want to
Are
see.
you sure?
Yes, because
We want
to
it.
use the parts from it.
Mhm.
But what
So-
if we took out some parts we needed and then set it to blow up?
That's
I
fine
mean-
too, as long as we get what we want.
If we can manage, if I can manage to remove some non-essential components and keep the damn thing working, I recommend we don't blow it up because that has less of a chance of waking up all the necrons. But yeah, if
It's probably a big alarm.
yeah, if like I have to yank like important parts out of this thing, then sure, why not?
Was there were more than one pyramids on this planet, right?
Yes.
I'm figuring if it blew up, it would probably distract them a little bit, which would be better than them just.
Well, if there are
Fighting.
more pyramids, we can assume there are more rooms like this. So if we were to blow this one up, it would definitely activate all the other
Yeah.
pyramids.
That's true.
All right, so I'm gonna roll up my sleeves over my now incredibly thick muscles.
So I guess we're actually looking to do the opposite. We're looking to remove non-essential components and jury-rig the thing to still work, so the scarabs don't go like, oh,
Well, that's
shit's fucked up.
like, yeah, basically right now I'm not doing anything other than like,
Yeah.
if I see like an access panel removing, like I want to get a good look at the insides of this as I can. And my my optical mechadendrite can basically be the thickness of a pencil and it's 3 meters long, so I can kind of wiggle it in there and look around.
Okay. 4 degrees of success.
It probably looks very erotic,
Yeah, it's sexy.
right from
Sexy
my
as hell.
chest.
So this thing is actually not what's completely providing power to this room. It's powering this room, but it's not generating the power. This is a power amplifier, and it's handling the stasis field for all of these different tubes here. Whatever is actually creating the power for this is a bit further into this temple somewhere. There's machinery that goes through the floor from where you are that's the power is actually coming from. This thing would be really nice to have for your engines, but it looks like whatever is actually providing the power, somewhere else in this temple is going to be much more useful.
Hmm.
Okay,
This might be something if we can, we might want to try to yank this on the way out, because this is some very interesting tech. And if we can't get a more powerful source, we do have sources of power on the ship that we could possibly amplify enough to power the engines with this.
Isn't this a little bit big for us to remove?
Well,
through the dump?
I assume a lot of it is housing, like. Who
I mean,
knows?
Do you think we
Who
can-
knows for sure? But there's probably parts of it we can use.
Yeah. If
You figure you can take pieces of this out and put it
Like
back together.
I would have to really get my wrench out and start banging on things to tell you what exactly we can take. But we could
Okay,
probably.
but this
stop.
is a possible thing to see.
Yeah.
This is a nice bonus, which may or may not solve one of our problems.
So we've got the little room, some power stuff, this room, an amplifier. We wanna go find the juicy stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, well, let's go find some more juicy stuff.
What else do we have? Is there another door?
Yeah, there's an exit to this room.
Are any of the Necrons wriggling in their sleep or anything weird?
No, they're completely frozen in place and in time. That's how the stasis fields work.
Good.
They're 100% unaware of anything going on around them, and they are frozen there.
There's no
You said-
blinking red lights that go, yo, I'm gonna wake this one up now or anything.
Doesn't seem like it.
You
Hey,
said there were
Merrick,
conduits. Wait 1 second. You said there were conduits leading away from this device toward somewhere else, right?
Yes. There's stuff going through the floor here, too.
Is there like a small tunnel it's going through, or is it just going through like a form-fitting hole? Could I send Frederick along the wiring? Is there big enough space for a skull to fly through?
Yeah, he might be able to fit through there, sure.
Frederick is gonna try to follow the conduits and see
Tell
where
him
that
to be
goes.
quiet.
He's
Yeah,
always quiet.
He's always quiet.
Yeah,
No, he
exactly.
beeps and boops from time to time. To be fair.
No,
he does
s-
beep
look,
and boop sometimes.
he's super quiet. See? Damn, it worked.
Damn. Good.
Holy shit.
Good for Frederick.
He's so good.
Those are stealth boops.
Okay. Frederick sneaks into a small access panel, or like grating, and follows these wires to wherever this power source is coming from. Feed actually starts to get staticky a bit as he gets nearer to the source of this power. You're guessing from possibly some sort of radiation or something like that coming off whatever this is. As he exits where these tubing is leading, your feed is actually completely blinded by just the brightness of whatever it is in this room. You can't see a single thing. His sensor is completely overblown.
Well, he'll probably return then.
Okay, yeah, he can come back. There's no problem there. As soon as he gets back in the tunnel and back up a little bit, you can see again.
Can I kind of tell what direction he was going? Like, I want a general idea of how to get to that place.
Yeah. I mean, it's you can get a good sense of which way it was. Yeah.
Okay, that should be useful. So there's definitely a power source connected to this, and it's something well beyond Frederick's ability to deal with. Obviously, his sensors are somewhat rudimentary, but it's going to be very powerful, whatever it is,
So, too much for Fred to deal with.
on his own. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we found a power source.
Was it radiation specifically? You should be
yeah,
able to pick
yeah,
that up with the
yeah,
Was it
yes.
ionizing radiation or just like electromagnetic?
No, it was
Is it-
ionizing.
Okay. So also, it's hella radioactive.
Okay, so we found a power source. Now the thing is, if we somehow, let's toy with the idea that we're able to remove that. If we were to do that, all of these necro tubes would go out of stasis, right?
Yes, if we took like the main power source offline, yes, the stasis fields would stop.
Yeah, and then the necrons would wake up.
Yes, we don't know how long it would take, but they would eventually start activated.
Well, We do know a lot about Forbidden Lore Xenos. Well, actually, I don't know how long it would take.
No, we're very well trained in knowing that kind of stuff. See?
What were you asking? I missed that.
How long do we think it would take for them to wake up?
If you turn off the stasis fields, they'll be awake immediatly.
Well, no, the stasis fields will be gone, but like the necrons, they still have to activate.
They have to activate, yeah.
So we're trying to figure out what we think based on what we know. Like if we were to just yank the plug, how long do we have before they start coming online?
1 degree of success, you're
Yeah.
immediately to a few minutes is your guess. You really don't know.
Yeah.
You've never seen a necron turn on before.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though that's a cool power source, we can't really do anything with it.
We may not have another option, but yes.
Well, if it's hella radioactive.
Well, we're in our void suits, which are like.
Your void
radiation
suits can
proof.
protect you from radiation, yes.
Could we take the power source from like the initial computer thing that we used to open the doors?
Could. It wouldn't do very much.
You wouldn't. Yeah,
Okay,
it wouldn't-
so Merrick, then, if we get this power source and we just run the fuck away from here, how quickly is that what we need to interface with the ship to be able to get out of here at this point?
I can't guarantee anything because obviously mating xenotech with our equipment and
Yeah, but
xenotech-
that's another issue. I'm saying, is the thing we're missing currently a power source?
Yes, we do need
is-
an alternative power source right now.
So is this the thing? Basically, what I'm asking.
this is on our list. Yes.
Okay, so this is kind of the thing we walked into the pyramid to get.
We need
Yeah.
this. We need some various conduits and basically electronic parts which we can salvage from the previous room. And what was the third thing?
You need something for your warp engine.
Yeah. And we need something to drive the warp engine, which could be a problem.
Okay, so and you haven't found anything that fits that bill yet.
No, and I'm going to go ahead and make a test for this.
As long as we can fix our like non-warp engine, we could get the hell out of this system and outrun
You could
anything.
take off, correct.
And
We are fast, so we could outrun any
all right,
necron
so out of
ships.
character, to my knowledge, the Necrons don't do anything with the warp. That doesn't mean that we
Yes,
couldn't
they-
find some kind of warp tech because they collect stuff.
The Necrons use the webway.
Yeah. So,
And
I mean,
Just
hey,
kind of using the warp.
yeah, like if we could somehow tap in the webway, that would be hella rad. We'll see how that goes.
yeah, if only we knew anybody who knew about that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at fingernails. Whistles innocently.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying
Stop
you
making
know?
noise.
It's how everything my species does. It's webway. It's totally safe warp travel.
Yes, Captain. The Eldar are known to utilize the webway.
It's just I don't know where any of the
Okay, so
doors are
basically,
here in this
so
sector.
so is the plan then to take the other stuff that we need first to fix the tiny bits, then come back and jank this big power source, run the fuck away, put it in the ship, and get out of orbit?
In
Probably.
general, yes, although I would recommend we see if we can find something for the warp engines before we start disassembling anything.
Okay, well, how about we leave this fucking room?
Yeah, let's go further into the sick temple.
That is an option that I can support, Captain.
Okay.
Look for the exit sign.
I'm looking at Merrick's skills here real quick. Logic. That sounds good. Make a logic text to work your way through this temple going in the direction of the power source, that if that's what you're looking for.
We're solving a maze. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Is anyone else logical and want to assist me?
Like a hop.
Is it a skill or is it just?
It is a trained.
Yeah.
It's an advanced skill.
Yeah, I can actually help you with that.
You can do that and tell him to do it good.
Yeah.
Plus
Can we?
20 on that. Yeah. That's a free action. Is the plus the telling you to do it good?
Anyone
I,
else have logic?
Turns out I had logic.
Don't think Frederick does, but I'm going to check real
I'm
quick.
very impressed with
doesn't?
myself.
It'd be really weird if Frederick had it.
I have trade chemistry and Voidfarer, so if this is a spaceship,
And
Then-
also made
then
of
may-
drugs.
then maybe I could know about.
All right,
like,
there we go.
Well, you need.
As an aside, I think something's wrong with my intelligence calculations. I'm not going to worry about it now. We'll look at it in between, but think maybe
Okay.
it's a little too high.
Int 83.
I'm not
Okay,
sure
we'll figure it
why
out.
it's sitting 83 because I definitely didn't set that. But yeah, we'll look at it after.
Okay. So you make your way through this temple. You find 2 other rooms that are exactly like this. They're massive. They're full of these big tubes. They've got a power amplifier in the center. And then you find your way into a room past which you're guessing is the power source that you found by having Frederick go through the thing. Let me open up another room here.
Did we all get irradiated?
No, we have
Yeah,
void
yeah,
suits.
no, they're
Okay.
radius.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
gonna
Frederick probably
pick up
does, but
anything.
he's just a skull, so whatever. If he gets bone cancer and starts growing little horns or something, I'll
Oh,
just file
damn.
him off.
You'll just put him in the warp and he'll lose his legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, what if I put him in
Okay,
the warp
so-
with root legs? How cool would that be?
What's the scarab presence in this room?
Actually none.
Oh, that's a terrifying sign.
Uh,
Okay, me and Vindergroth at the is there any other doors into this room or just the one we came in?
there's an exit on the opposite side here.
Boy,
but
that
there,
sure is a big sarcophagus-looking thing.
So
The biggest skeleton of all time.
the rest of you coming? Icarus, Vendigroth.
I don't know if I want to go in there.
Well,
Well,
if
if you stay in that
you
room,
stay
then
there,
you
you
can't
are
see.
blind, so you gotta come.
That's true.
What the hell is that thing?
Okay, so
It's a good
first
shit.
of all, Holt, give me a science test first.
All right.
I'm
The rest of
standing
you can
here.
give me Forbidden Lore Xenos if you have it, and then those of you who don't can then give me just an awareness.
All right. That's pretty good.
Nah.
Okay, well let's slow down here.
I don't know shit.
Got 5 degrees of success on my Xeno.
Can I see both doors from where I'm standing?
Yes, there's one back here where you came in, and there's another one down over this way.
Okay, I'm gonna stand here then so I can see both because I want to be ready if anything goes down.
Okay, let's take this a little slowly. Holt, this thing back here is exhibiting a weird. You're just getting a sort of a weird psychic sense from it, and you get you get sort of just a weird feeling like you've seen it before, and you can't quite place it, and then you remember. This is actually very similar to one of the last things you ever actually saw with your real eyes. It very much reminds you of part of the Emperor's throne.
Oh, that's good.
I
Let's-
told you the Emperor sucked.
Icarus
was a skeleton.
gets Forbidden Lord Xenos 5 degrees of success. Nice. Icarus, you believe that this room is where the Necron Lord of sorts that would be running this temple is probably buried, still in stasis. But if it's commanding this, this temple, it's all commanded from one central point, from one central thing, and this thing sort of takes care of turning everything on in stages until it itself wakes up.
Do I know anything about the big circular thing?
Big circular thing behind it. Your best guess is it might be one of the portals that the Necrons use to actually enter the webway. It's called a Dolmen Gate.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Okay.
As the resident webway expert, hell yes. This could be good, Captain. This could be a way somewhere that isn't here.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be a way to some other Necron place?
Not
Probability
necessarily.
is high.
And wouldn't we then be without even a busted up ship?
Yes.
It depends where this goes, and I mean,
Is there a way for you to figure that out?
I cannot navigate the webway yet, but I literally live in the webway, so I should be able to like know something. I feel.
Is the webway portal active?
No, it's turned off right now.
Okay, so
Captain, this is potentially what we need, but we need to take a magnitude of more caution than anywhere else, because if we do happen to wake the Necron Lord, we are all very, very dead.
can't we just destroy the Necron Lord while he's sleeping?
No, there's a stasis field, so we can't affect him at all.
Well, assuming...
And even if there wasn't, and he was completely immobile, I'm not sure we could do anything to him.
Okay, so because the stasis field is going to be removed when we steal the power source anyways. So if we loaded this whole area up, well, I don't think we're going to be able to get explosives in here because I guess the scarabs are going to see that. But if we were, that wouldn't do a thing, is what you're saying?
We might be able to bury him in a collapse, but I'm not sure we would be able to damage him in such a way as to render him inoperable. Necron Lords are to Necrons what Necrons are to everything else in terms of just sheer unkillability.
Yep.
And some of them have also been known to be able to like walk through walls and stuff. So
We're talking about beings that are
Okay, let's...
older than the Imperium itself, by far, using technology that I can barely even fathom.
Let's not deal with that then.
I'm also
So-
thinking if we turn the webway gate on, that's probably automated somewhere to go, oh, the webway gate's on, we're going somewhere, time to wake everybody up.
Also, what would be the reason to turn the webway on? To go somewhere else?
Yeah, like maybe it goes somewhere cool, yeah.
There's also
Which
the
is-
possibility that it goes to a Necron Tomb world.
Well,
Yeah, but I
I'm
mean,
more
Change the
like-
location it goes to?
we're already
I still don't want to leave my ship.
Icarus, yes.
Okay, we can change the location it goes to. Well,
We could
We don't
change it to
know
go to...
anywhere.
I know.
Could we change it to go to the ship?
Oh god, are you?
I know a couple of places. We can
Someone
go.
make a Forbidden Lord Xenos test and see if you know. See if you have any idea how they work.
Could I do that common law Dark Eldar thing that I've got?
Oh,
Yeah, you could do that.
Because
Oh,
it's a
shit.
bad idea.
no, I'm like,
Such a bad idea.
Grunty, what
Oh
were
my
you gonna
God.
say since you rolled first?
Captain Anadar probably has an idea of a place that we could connect to within the webway, although I'm not sure I would recommend it.
Yeah, I have an idea of a place we can connect to the webway too.
No, a place we could change the location to.
Yeah.
like
Where
the thing is,
that, Merrick?
That would be I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically the Dark Eldar home city,
yeah, come on.
Kamara, yeah, which would be really bad.
I thought you wanted to connect it to Grace.
Icarus?
Wait.
Or Rain, or whatever it's called.
The problem with going there is that place sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you know about these,
Dark-
they can connect into the webway, or they can basically punch through the webway and then back into reality. So you could either be somewhere in the webway, or you could go somewhere real.
Like it makes its own holes. Like I don't know where any webway places are in the Coronis Expanse yet because I haven't managed to find anybody who would know that. So I could pretty much just get home.
Chances are there is we don't know like the coordinates, but there's probably a gate somewhere on.
Yeah,
Great
I would be
points.
surprised. I would be surprised if there wasn't, because that's how they'll get there.
Okay, well, we'll have to think about that.
Yeah,
for
that's
next episode.
good info to know.
Yeah.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.